Sharing their wisdom.
Okay, so this is the Great Symposium. Check the description for timestamps because we're going to do both the gardener's key and the hatch to the basement, as well as the passphrase way. So check for timestamps for both. I don't know why he always turns back to us right when we run in.
I am looking for the great scholar's lecture.
Basil Fahim's lecture about the antediluvian antecedents of humanity will begin soon. In the meantime, please enjoy our ample stock of exquisite delicacies and tasty refreshments.
Okay.
I told you I'd see you around.
Indeed. And what brings you back?
I want to show you something. These House of Wisdom boars collect the wildest trinkets and gadgets.
I have been here before, Nihal. This is Ahmed ibn Musa's
I think we have to
office.
interact with 4 different things in
Have
this
you been
room.
sneaking in there?
It gives me a tingle down my spine. Like I'm nearing a cosmic secret.
You read too much about magicians and lost cities buried beneath the dunes.
You don't read enough. Perhaps there are other worlds, other people, out among the stars.
Nonsense.
Does this remind you of your nightmares?
No. More like something from the Bimaristan. Or a training chart of the Hidden Ones.
Ah, yes. The swift ways to kill silently. Death in seconds. Ahmed and his brothers are capable of designing some fantastic devices.
Not all of his ideas are that practical, I'm afraid.
Don't be so smug. The world is full of wonders.
This. I have seen this one before. Is this what you wanted to show me?
Yes. It reminded me of that object we found at the palace. What is it?
A drawing from an ancient book.
There is something you are not telling me.
You do not want to know what happens behind closed doors.
Why? Because you do not know either?
Because, as Derwish says, sometimes it is better not to know the truth behind the things we must do.
The truth, Basim, is that everything is here in front of you. But you refuse to look at it. This is about you. It has always been about you, ever since that night.
I took an oath, Nihal, to leave my old life behind and walk this path of shadows.
And maybe someday you will find the light. But until then, I will walk behind you every step of the way to remind you not to forget who you are.
Is that a threat?
I do not know.
Okay. There's 3 other things that I'm aware of that we have to do.
The translator? Hunain, you should not be back so soon.
I know. I'm still nervous, but I couldn't stay away from my books.
I guess we must always do our duty.
Wada'an.
That astronomer might be one of... Sayyidi, I am honored to make your acquaintance.
Good to see more young people enjoying the House of Wisdom.
Do you think the great scholar will give a good lecture?
Do not waste time listening to his nonsense. I have written many more edifying and practical books instead.
On which topics?
I have written extensively about sundials, astrolabes, stars and planets, and the circumference of the Earth.
Fascinating, Sayyidi. I shall read more of your work soon. Wada'an. That astronomer might be one of them, though I doubt it.
Where is Arib al-Ma'muniyah? Where is Arib? I hope to catch a whiff of her magnificent aura. So rare to see her outside of the round city.
The beloved is in the garden, ruminating upon the perfection of nature.
Oh, to be a flower held in her discerning hands, inspiring such languid verse.
She must be relieved to be free of her wealthy patrons, for a change.
Oh, perhaps she leads an exciting secret double life, slipping out of the palaces to find inspiration in common life.
I doubt it.
Okay, she is out here.
There is that poet Abid loves, whose work keeps turning up in
Yes?
symmetry of sky and sea. But only in thine eye do these two planes meet.
You have read my work. And who might you be?
A lover of poetry, nothing more. And of order. Or should I say, chaos.
I know only one living poet who loves chaos that much. Ali ibn Muhammad. Are you a fan of his pedestrian work?
The rivalry between you two is legendary. It enhances the craft. I cannot choose.
You are most diplomatic. But I would rather seek inspiration among these lovely blooms. Good day.
Okay.
Sounds like the lecture is about to begin. I should return
Those
to the
four
Kahema.
things, and I've done them in different orders just to see, and it really seems like all four are required. Oops, excuse me.
Pardon me. Is Fazil Fahim's lecture ready to begin?
Indeed it is. Head inside if you please.
Welcome, one and all, to the House of Wisdom, center of learning in Baghdad, indeed, of the entire world. I am Fazil Fahim al-Kimsa, first scholar of the House of Wisdom, wisest of the wise. Today, I will shock you with what may sound like outrageous blasphemies. Do not fear, good people. Though I am old, my mind remains sharp as steel. Today I speak of mysteries, of creatures from the antediluvian age. Do not the ancient prophets tell us about giants from before the flood who forsook Allah and worshipped false idols? Is it not possible these giants built marvels, works of wondrous power, now lost to us?
Zahra and Hassan are both dead, slain by an assassin's blade. They are dead. Sayyidi, I urge you to hide until it's safe. Apologies, people, but our lecture has concluded. Please, feel free to explore the House of Wisdom's many fine chambers.
You call yourself the Great Scholar, Fazil. You who burn books and hope the smoke will hide your crimes. How many did you sacrifice in your search for knowledge? How many did you use, damage, and discard in the name of discovery? Now you hide within the House of Wisdom. The house you led astray. But I will find you. And I will exact justice for every soul you savaged for your great work.
Okay.
It is true. Fazil leads the Order in Abbasiyah. I need to hunt him down.
Okay, this is the gardener and the basement hatchway.
How exciting. What do you think frightened the great scholar?
The old fool must have imagined one of his antediluvian creatures. He's an absolute disgrace.
But where did he run off to?
There's rumors of hidden passages beneath the House of Wisdom. Maybe he hid down there.
I have heard the rooftop gardener mention these places, yes.
What a colorful detail to include in my verse. The scholar by secret tunnels fled, chased by delusions of deities who want him dead.
Okay. If you immediately call the bird, the gardener's like directly above. Which is in the southeast. I really wish they made the directionals a different color than white. Okay, so we're going to go up there. We are going to get yellow alerted deliberately. Because I'm not using tools. You could use smoke bombs and stuff.
I can use my weapons again if needed.
But I like to do no tools because I don't know what everybody, tools have and stuff like that. So just to be sure.
What do you see, Enkidu?
Okay, those are the two guards, and then this guy is gonna path around. So you don't have to take him out, but keep an eye on him. And he will stand right up.
What's this place coming to? And those screams from the basement. Makes my stomach crawl to hear such pain.
Nothing. Right.
I'm sorry, what?
I'll keep a lookout.
That was weird.
Hey, what was that?
Alright, I'm gonna get you before you go back up this time.
Something going on.
Well, that was...
Okay, now here's the pathing guard, so we don't want to jump up quite yet.
Keep to the roof, I say. Plenty of work to do up here.
This key could be useful.
Avoid dark hallways, especially up the library. What's this place coming to? And those screams from the basement.
I better not use my weapons here.
Alright, now we have the key. And now we're gonna go bribe this kid.
Pardon me, but I heard a rumor about a hidden basement beneath the House of Wisdom.
A secret basement? You must be joking.
No, not at all. Surely, such a large building must have basements and cellars to store books and inks.
I'm aware of no such location on these premises.
Okay. Going to bribe him with a scholar favor token.
Perhaps a little token of my appreciation will jog your memory.
Most generous. Murders, mayhem, and bonfires. It's time for me to depart the House of Wisdom. Father has a fine carpet shop in Samara. He always wanted me to take up the family trade.
A wise choice. Now, about any hidden cellars?
Oh, yes, of course. Forgive me. Now that you mention it, there is a basement hatch in the northwest courtyard.
Thank you.
Usually get this thing on my map, but I've noticed that other people can.
Nothing can hide from us, Enkidu.
Because it's right here. But I'm trying to figure out how to get it on the map. I can never get this thing on the map. Because it's right here. And I don't understand why it's on... I don't know. Alright.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
We're gonna head northwest.
This looks like a hidden entrance.
So that is the basement entrance. Okay, I'm pressing circle. Stop being silly.
Your fate is sealed.
Now, when you come in from the passphrase way, you come in these stairs. So these are going to be exactly the same. They'll meet up down here. Now be careful, because I've had some issues.
Don't worry. We've got plenty of volunteers.
Exploding that thing. It doesn't always. Sometimes it'll veer off. I don't know what he's climbing up. There's like nothing in there, like but a bookshelf. It's really funny. I'm like, what are you doing?
Search. Go. You'll beg me to end it quickly. Best.
You don't even really need to kill this guy. Just a completist. Okay, So now I'm going to pause here, and then I'm going to go do the passphrase way, and then I'll meet you guys back here again. Okay, now we're going to do the passphrase option. So we're going to go back to the astrolab.
Gatekeeper, let me pass.
Those who came before are...
What are you talking about?
Those who came before are...
Let me get back to you.
I've lost Fossil's greatest
Okay. Talking to the gatekeeper triggers this available eavesdropping conversation.
I can use my weapons again if needed.
What do you mean you lost the great scholar's masterwork? I'm sorry. I was distracted by the presence of the famous poet Arib. Forget the poet! We better find Fazl's book, or we're both dead.
Sounds like part of a passphrase.
Now, it would have been really nice if they had 3 people here and you could just blend with them and go down this hall filled with 8 guards, but you can't, unfortunately. It's really unfortunate.
Yes.
Hey, what's going on?
And now you rest.
No, come here, you. Okay, so along this hallway are 3 or 4 different notes that will finally put the marker for where passcode is on your map. Please be normal, Basim.
Who?
Wait, what?
Nobody gets past me.
What?
When I catch the horse, blood will flow.
And get the heavy. I really like not fighting heavy.
Hey, I'm going to drop you.
Oh. Really bad at fighting the heavies. Alright, loot box. And the guy who's not paying any attention whatsoever. Oh, I missed the first book. It's really trying to kill everybody on this hallway. Okay, first book is here.
That book looks out of place wedged behind a desk like that. A history of the great scholar and his magnificent reforms of the House of Wisdom by Fazil Fahim. Not sure if this is the correct volume.
And we have this one. Specifically, the title of his book on astronomy is being used as a coded phrase. Burn this note upon receipt. someone's getting fired.
I better not use my weapons here. The Folly of
Poetry
by Fazil Fahim. Does not sound too romantic, to be honest.
Now, I don't know why, but just sort of coming over here will eventually put the marker on your map. I don't know what is so special about coming over here, but it does. In fact, interestingly enough, is it only showed up once I killed these two guards. And I don't understand why. Okay, I'm gonna need you to behave, Basim. Just for like 2 seconds, please. Okay, we're going out this door. Now you can come literally straight here.
Written by Fazil Fahim.
If you know it's here.
Could be his masterwork. Its title is...
But I tried to do it to actually put it on the map.
Those who shall return. This has to be it.
And we are here. Alright. Back to the gatekeeper.
I better not use my weapons here.
I wish to complete the old
Pardon. Library lockdown.
Gatekeeper, those who came before are...
Those who shall return. Now, the titles of all the books that you pick up while looking for this are going to end up as answer options. So if you go straight for the book, it'll be the only option.
Are those who shall return. Correct! You may proceed.
Okay, there's a lot to loot in here, so spend some time looting and stuff.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
Guy's going back. Really wish they had shoulder swap in here.
Not ever. Don't worry. Plenty of volunteers.
Because that guy can sometimes see you. You have to check which way he's facing, because if he's facing this hallway, he can and will see you. See, he turns. So you have to be careful. Don't expect the heavy to die either, because I've now done this 15 times. Just, it's like, learn it, get used to it, and do this video. And that's only the second time the Heavy has died from something. So don't expect that. Expect him to come down this hallway and have to assassinate him. Because usually the Heavy comes down and this guy goes back.
You! Ah! Come out! Let's bathe in blood!
Okay.
There is
Now,
a
in
deep
here-
wrongness here. A reek of rotten iron. Those robes might help me get closer to Fazil.
If you interact with this, it'll tell you about the robes, else you might, like,
What
go
have they
further
done
on.
to these people?
And you probably can, but then you just fight, like, a whole bunch more guards. This will actually get you in.
Poor guy will not need this anymore. This should help me blend in.
Except for the big old Assassin's Creed talisman on the back. Assassin's talisman on the back.
Please, take me back there. I don't belong here.
Next subject! In here, now!
See, if you weren't wearing the robes, I think you'd just have to fight these guys.
There are horrors here, but the most terrifying thing is that I have seen it all before. Somehow.
Who dares meddle with my great work? Killing my allies and spoiling my lecture. It's an outrage.
It looks like the handiwork of a trained assassin.
Must be some faction in the Round City. Or one of those jealous broods in Sharqiyya.
These killings were too subtle for mercenaries.
No matter. Once I understand how the mechanism works, I will prove myself to Al-Bahamud.
In here, Lackwit.
Lackwit.
I was with Iqbal that day. The wall collapsed.
You are new, aren't you? I don't recognize you. They promised you gold when you volunteered, yes? No matter. What you are about to behold surpasses all worldly riches. Don't be afraid. Are you afraid? This is my great work. I call it Arua. It will take you on a journey to another realm. Why did the first ones leave this world behind, filled with fools, I wonder, and make so few of me? We call this the House of Wisdom, but its foundations are unsound. For beneath the House of Wisdom lies the Dungeon of Ignorance, and upon such dark secrets we build our philosophies. Science is the noblest purpose. Knowledge is the greatest power.
No.
No? Then what?
R1?
Justice.
This may be the place. It may be here where lies absolute knowledge. It is not how I remember it. Behind the doors, it looked brighter.
But in the end, all we see is darkness. I need to get out of here. Get back to the bin.
So you can stay and loot and do all that fun stuff. But there you go.